Hi everybody. Next week we'll see most of the Grand Tour contenders racing either Paris-Nice or Tirreno Adriatico. Paris-Nice features 7 stages attracting most of the GC powerhouses. Simon Yates, Romain Bardet, Matteo Jorgensen, Martinez, Sivakov, Jonas Vingegaard and Tadej Pogacar. While Roglic, Adam Yates, Almeida, Mas, Kelderman, Hindley and Vlasov, Landa and Geraint Thomas chose for Tirreno Adriatico, as do Girmay, Van der Poel and Van Aert. The race starts with a punchy stage on the 5th of March. Stage 2 will be for the sprinters. Stage 3 presents the racers with a 32k long team time trial. Stage 4 goes into the mountains, ending atop the first category Loge des Gardes, and we can expect the GC men to battle it out here. Stage 5 starts to climb straight away and the break will go. It's followed by a long flat stretch and should be fairly easy to control, with the climbs in the second half of the stage looking fairly doable for most of the fast men. Stage 6 is a different beast, medium mountains and difficult to control. This one may well go to the break. Stage 7 goes back into the mountains, finishing atop the first category Col de la Couillole, which runs over nearly 16k, averaging 7.1% GC time. Finally, at 118k, Stage 8 is short, yet does nothing but climbing and descending. The time difference going into this stage will define the chances of the break versus the GC man. If the right break group forms, they may well get the liberty to battle for stage victory. If it's still tight, which it likely will be, you can expect an all-out war between the main contenders. Here's an overview of the winners of the former 10 editions, with half of the wins taken by Team Sky. From the preliminary start list we have 2 former winners lining up, Luis Leon Sanchez and Maximilian Schachmann, who's won here twice before, and some notable riders who've done well here in the past. Simon Yates, the Izagirre brothers, Tim Welles, Jack Haig, Romain Bardet, Lucas Hamilton and my man Daniel Felipe Martinez. Here's the betting odds at the time of recording, with Vingegaard and Pogacar the outspoken favourites. In terms of riders to watch, Pogacar decided to skip the Strade to increase his chances of adding a Paris-Nice victory to his palmarès. He destroyed Ruta del Sol by winning 3 out of the 5 stages and obviously taking GC by more than a minute on Landa. Also, Wellens is a solid top 10 candidate. Vingegaard started this year in similar fashion by winning 3 out of the 4 stages in the Gran Camino, taking the win by 2.5 minutes on Jesus Herrada. Mauro Schmid will be the one to watch at Soudal Quickstep. He came 5th in the Tour Down Under, yet was far off the pace in the UAE Tour. With also Merlier on the team, I expect them to aim for stages rather than going for GC. Ineos was expected to bring Bernal, yet he seems to keep on struggling with his knee, so they will ride for Martinez, who was 3rd here last year and just comes from a Volta a Algarve win. Jaiko Alula brings Simon Yates to the table, 2nd to Vine in the Tour Down Under earlier this year. At DSM, Bardet will be the man to watch. He didn't portray top form yet in the Tour des Alpes-Maritimes, and I don't expect him to fight for the win. For the top 10 though, he certainly is one to consider. EF will be riding for Paulus, who started the year strong by winning Bessèges and taking 3rd in the Tour des Alpes. This may well be the year he breaks into the top 10. Arkea Samsic is also showing up with the young team, including Kevin Vauquelin, 4th in Bessèges and winner of the Tour des Alpes-Maritimes, ahead of Paré-Peintre and Paulus. Bora is bringing Bennett for the sprint, along with Schachmann, who has won the race in 2020 and 21. Also at FDJ, Gaudu has to share the team with sprinter Demar, which is, I guess, a good tryout for the Tour. And at AG2R, they'll be going for Paré-Peintre, 10th here in 21 and 9th last year, 2nd in the Tour des Alpes-Maritimes earlier this year. Bahrain is lining up with a super strong team, with Meder and Poels the perfect riders to cause some chaos for Jack Haig, who's been 4th, 7th and 6th here on his last 3 participations. Then we have Matteo Jorgensen at Movistar, who will be looking to confirm his form after having won the Tour of Oman ahead of Van Zevenand and Bouchard. At Trek, Schelmoze is the man to watch for GC. He came 5th in the Tour des Alpes-Maritimes. Finally, some riders with an outside shot at the top 10. Kra Andersen at Alpecin, who came 10th here in 2020 and showed his good form in Les Amis. Nick Schulz at Israel Premier Tech, who came 13th in the Ruta del Sol earlier this year. Anton Charming at Uno X, he's been 17th in Valenciana and 15th in the Algarve. Pierre Latour was 16th here in 21 and 14th in 22. Pogacar and Vingegaard are my 4-star favourites. Yates and Martinez get 3 stars. Jorgensen, Welles and Haig get 2 stars. Paulus, Vauquelin and Schachmann each get 1 star. Here's the GC odds you're getting for my top 10 picks at the time of recording. And for the podium, I'm going to go with a win for Pogačar ahead of Vingegaard and Martinez. Please feel free to leave your thoughts and prediction in the comments below. Thanks for watching, like and subscribe, and see you next time.